then you have to use the price action to confirm all these chart pattern formations. So we'll go through step by step later. And then I'll explain to you some of the market psychology or trader psychology, why this certain chart pattern is formed. Because it's very, very important to look out what is the market is doing based on the price action, the price movement. Okay. So these are simply 4 parts that we'll go through. Types of key reversal patterns, double top or double bottom key reversal pattern, and then we'll go into details, the price action build up, and last but not least will be the variations of double top or double bottom formation. Okay, so part 1, very simple. I've asked you, what are the types of key reversal pattern? Just to recap, double top, double bottom, we have triple top, triple bottom, and then the last 2 will be head and shoulder and inverted head and shoulder. Okay? And then remember, what are the factors that, that you should consider? What are the factors that affect the significance of this chart pattern to materialize? Okay, when a pattern is formed, whether it materializes, you must always ask yourself, is it significant enough for it to materialize? So for key reversal patterns, you have to consider these 4 questions. Okay, one is there an existing trend? Can you imagine if, let's say, it's an uptrend or downtrend, and then the key reversal pattern form will be more likely than a market which is moving sideways? Do you agree? Okay, if it's just moving sideways, what do you expect? It's not a key reversal pattern is unlikely or more doubtful to form. That's the first question you have to ask yourself. Key reversal pattern is to reverse a trend. If there isn't any trend, how can it be formed? Easily, right? Second question, there is always a minimum objective. For every chart pattern, it applies the same thing as well. Minimum objective gives you a measuring guide whether this chart pattern can materialize that easily or not. So the same, whatever that we have gone through in the continuation pattern, a flag, the minimum objective is the flagpole. Triangle is the base to the top, right? Double bottom, I'll show you the minimum objective later. And why do we need to know the minimum objective? Because it is a measuring guide whether this pattern can materialize or not. The reason is the same. If let's say the measuring objective overlaps with a strong support or resistance zone, then probably before it gets to the minimum objective, people already start selling or buying. Then it will prevent this chart pattern to form, right? Same concept. And then for key reversal pattern to happen, the trend line must be broken. Okay? Because imagine if you are still trading in a strong trend, would you think that this key reversal pattern would materialize that easily? So you must wait. The key is for a key reversal pattern, you are trading a retracement or counter trend, you must be patient. Patient enough to wait for the trend line to be broken, especially the important trend line. The important trend line can be 2 types. One is the accelerated trend line that you have learned. What does it signal to you? Let me just ask you a question. If let's say there is a key reversal pattern formed and it breaks the accelerated trend line, what is the 2 possibility that you would think of? If let's say trend line can be like that, right? 1, 2, 3, and then potentially this is an accelerated trend line. If let's say the accelerated trend line is broken with a double top, what does this signal to you? Give me 2 reasons. Who wants to try? Ezra? Break of an accelerated trend line, which is also important, right? Because you have been trading the accelerated trend line, right? So if there is a double top, breaks the important trend line, and the important trend line for that particular time is an accelerated trend line, what does it signal to you? Okay, 1 reason. What does it signal to you? Okay, correct. It's a deceleration. Simply means it's covering the gap. It's not a trend reversal. Correct? It's just reverse of this accelerated trend line, and then it simply means covering the gap and trade back into the up channel. Okay? So you must remember. But anyway, the thing that you need to note is if you want to trade to cover, you want to trade a deceleration, which is the covering of the gap back to the up channel, you must also wait for the important trend line to be broken. That is your, that's a guide to you lah, okay? And last but not least, larger patterns have greater potential. If you compare, because we know that the height gives us the liquidity, and then the width gives us the timing, right? So you have to measure, if you want to trade a key reversal pattern, a 1 minute chart signals to you it likely to happen, or 10 seconds chart signal to you it's likely to happen. It's definitely the 1 minute, right? 1 minute chart, because it's the larger pattern, which is the larger time frame, has greater potential to reverse the trend. Okay, I'll show you later. Then we'll go into the next chart. But remember, I will go into step by step later on the worksheet, identifying each factors that you would have taught before you take a trade. Okay. Now, this is a simple recap. What type of key reversal pattern is this? Very simple. It is a double top. Okay. Why is it a double top? You can see that at this key resistance level, it has tested one time. If this is a bullish trend, if it has to continue the bullish up channel or bullish trend, the high should be higher, right? Logic, right? But at this particular case, the high is not higher, but it is at the same level. So it signals to you probably the market demand is not as high, and then or probably the bulls are taking some profit, or probably the bears are actually shorting it down. But when you see that there's a double top tested the key resistance level, it forms a double top formation. Potential only until it breaks the neckline. It has to first break the neckline, which is here, okay, to form a lower low. And then the pullback is very important, because once the pullback forms a lower high, it signals to you the start of the trend reversal. Okay, we'll go into details later. And where is the target objective or minimum objective? This one you should have known. Is the top to the neckline, and then project it out from the breakout point, and that gives you the minimum price level. Then we go to the next one. Okay. So you know where's the neckline? This neckline is at CE. The very, very important is the pullback to form a lower high. This is very important because you understand, right? If let's say it's a double top means it needs to reverse the bullish trend. If it forms a lower high, then it signals it has to form a new bearish channel. So you must be patient enough to look for a price action to confirm that the previous support turns resistance, and then you continue to trade the trend reversal. Okay? These are the price action that you should look out for. Later you will see and do some worksheet. Then let's go to the next one. So this is the current bullish trend. And then when it hits the key resistance level, buyers are cautiously bullish and forms a double top. Okay, and then it breaks the neckline, form a new lower low. And if there's a new lower low, it should have a lower high. Then when it forms a lower high, breaks the previous low, and then you will have a tentative bearish trend line, correct? Then you will try to trade this trend reversal. Okay, so these are the thought process that should go through your mind. Okay, and then in order for the double top to materialize, price action must establish a lower low D, like what I've mentioned, a lower low D. And then price should find support, turn resistance. This is your support, which is also your neckline. Turn resistance at E, where a lower high was formed, to signal the start of the trend reversal. Why I say start? Because this is only the coincident. It's not a trend, so we cannot say that it's a downtrend. It's just the start of a trend of the bearish trend. Okay? Then next one, This is a double bottom. Let's go through step by step. First of all, let's identify the minimum objective first. Where is the minimum objective? It's from the bottom to the neckline, and then project it out from the breakout point, and this gives you the minimum objective. Okay? And then a double bottom must form at a key support level. So this is your key support level. Okay? And the next one, what is the price action build-up of a double bottom formation? So you see that it is the AB is your current support, and then CE is your neckline. Okay, and then we can see that a new high is formed at D. This is your new high. So in order for the double bottom to materialize, first it must overcome or trade above the neckline, which is at C. Correct? Then it form a higher high D. So in order for the double bottom to materialize, price action must establish a higher high D. And then the next thing that you should look out for, because when there is a higher high, it should have a higher low, right? Should lah. And where it should form? The next question you ask yourself, if this is the double bottom, where my higher low should form to reverse the trend? So the higher low should form at, or should find resistance, turn support. So previous resistance at C now turns support at E, which is at neck. Potentially or usually where it forms is very important. The most important it forms is at the neckline where it breaks out, right? Where a higher low was formed to signal the start of the trend reversal. Why we say the start? Because this is only the second point. Okay? Then the price action build-up of a key reversal pattern is the same. What is the trend in the 10 minutes chart? Is it bullish or bearish? Always make it a practice on be vigilant of what is the basic trend that you are trading off for the next 4 trading hours, for example. And the basic trend always come from or give you a guide from the 10 minutes chart. Okay? And then secondly, what is the price action build-up in the 1 minute chart? For example, if let's say 10 minutes, it can be 10 minutes bearish. And then 10 minutes hit a key support. And then in the 1 minute, you see a double bottom. Okay? Does not mean you have to be bearish, right? Because simply means that 10 minutes is bearish, you have to, 1 minute you have to be bearish. Then you'll be, I think you'll be halfway. So, but when you go into the 1 minute, at the key support, you saw a double bottom, for example. So this is your 10 minutes, for example. So when it hits the support, correct, then you zoom into the 1 minute chart, you see a double bottom. You would have choose to trade the retracement of this 10 minutes chart, although the 10 minutes is bearish. Okay, but when you trade this retracement, the timing is very important. It's when you see the 1 minute chart that is a price action build-up of a key reversal pattern. Okay, so in the 1 minute chart, you have to ask yourself, has the important trend line been broken? If let's say there is a double top or double bottom, has the neckline been broken to form a higher high or higher lower low? And then has the price action confirmed the trend reversal? Price action confirmed means the pullback should hold a higher low and then continue trading the upside, for example. And then third, look out for price action build up to enter the trade in the 10 seconds chart. Okay, let's go through some exercises. I will distribute to you worksheet 3. In this worksheet, I need you to identify the key reversal pattern, the resistance levels. The resistance level is where the double top formula. So in this chart, it should be quite straightforward. And then try to identify the first, second, third, fourth step that we have mentioned just now. We'll go through step by step. So the first question that you have to ask yourself is it a key reversal pattern? So you have to identify is this a double top formation? Okay, and then the next one is identify the current trend line, which is here, because it helps you to make the next decision, which is has the trend line been broken? And then after that, try to identify where is the neckline, as well as identify the minimum objective level of this key reversal pattern. Okay, and then we'll go through the answers step by step later. We'll take around 2 minutes.